Travis to meet Pete Mitchell. I'd like to remind you that this telecast is being brought to you by the authority of Capital Wrestling Corporation. Any use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the telecast, including the imposition of a charge without the express written consent of Capital Wrestling Corporation, is prohibited. Mitchell unsuccessful last week, and I would suspect he's going to have quite a few problems with this young man, Steve Travis.
Well, Vince, Steve Travis, don't let no one fool you, is a very powerful man. You know, well, not long ago, a few years ago, Steve Travis was competing in arm wrestling, and he did very, very well for himself. And at one time, he weighed just about 300 pounds. And to really lose all that weight and still remaining having a good body and everything else, so you got to give him credit. He's really a good athlete. Has a tremendous amateur wrestling background, played some football, college. It's really an athlete.
A lot of technique to that arm wrestling, notwithstanding the power that's needed as well, but an awful lot of technique. And I recently had a discussion with one of the wrestling world champions, Greg Gonzalez, on Cape Cod. A lot of fine points to what one would normally think would be a basic maneuver, wrestling, but a lot of fine. But look at that takedown. Just as there are just so many fine points in professional wrestling. And I think, Pat, you would agree that regardless of how long you wrestle, you constantly learn new things about holds and different techniques. Always, it's a learning process, isn't it?
Definitely, Vince. I've been around wrestling, professional wrestling, for a long time, and I'm still learning. That's why I'll always enjoy watching all the matches as much as is possible, because I can see some mistakes and different guys will make, and these mistakes I would want to do myself. So this is how you learn, by the mistakes that other guys do.
Many wrestlers began their amateur wrestling career at a very young age. Bob Backlund at age 10. Greg Valentine, so around 11 or 12. Many of them started their amateur background at a very young age. But, Pat, I don't think many wrestlers turned pro any sooner than you did. You turned pro when you were, what, 17?
17 years old, and believe me,
you had to pay some dues for that.
I sure did. I loved it so much, and I really paid some dues. But I took beatings night after night, and a lot of times I said to myself, I don't know if I'll be able to take it or not. But I loved it so much, Vince, that I stayed with it, and it paid off.
Elbow to the chest area. Slam and a cover. Only a count of 2. Travis neglecting to hook the leg for additional leverage. Now that is tough to do. See what he did? We were talking about strength. That requires extraordinary strength. If we can take another look at that, we will see that Travis caught his opponent coming off the rope and went with him the complete opposite way of the momentum carrying the 250-pound frame, whatever it was. It was unbelievable. We'll get that right after the ring announcement.
Here is the time of the fall. 3 minutes and 28 seconds. The winner, Steve Travis.
Steve Travis, handsome young man, a fine athlete. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of him. Off the rope now, his opponent, Pete Mitchell. And there, that is most difficult to do because the momentum, everything was going in the opposite direction.
Exactly.
Travis really hooks him now and took him up high only so that he could hook. You see that right arm of Travis hooking behind the knee and forcing it down, forcing the leverage down. That's what Travis neglected to do earlier on in the first attempted pin. But here, Travis is victorious.